But, you know, there seems to be a lot of blowback over the Halloween theme party at Mar-a-Lago this year, which I guess was inspired by the Jazz Age novel of the rich and privileged, The Great Gatsby. And a lot of folks say this was a bad look in a time when the economy's tanking, grocery prices are up, and 40 million plus just lost SNAP benefits. Who thought it was a good idea is the question being asked, and I have no idea.
It was not a good idea. It was not a good idea. I don't know who came up with that theme, but it's almost like, you know, Marie Antoinette and Let Them Eat Cake. When you have all of these people barely surviving. I think what's interesting, though, about the SNAP benefits is there is a contingency fund for those SNAP benefits, and several judges ruled that the government must come up with the money and pay those SNAP benefits, and I hope that we see that. I hope that we see that.
We remember when George Herbert Walker Bush was president, and one time he got asked about the price of milk, price of a gallon of milk, and he didn't know. In that CBS interview, he was told by Norah O'Donnell that grocery prices are up. Now, anybody that actually goes to a grocery store knows that grocery prices are up. But Donald Trump's probably never been to a grocery store. And I think that's such a big part of the problem with Donald Trump. He lives in a big bubble of billionaires. His entire life, he was, you know, born a trust fund baby with a dad who paid money to get him out of all sorts of trouble. All of those people around him in Mar-a-Lago, the initiation membership fee is $1 million.
Wow.
The women there spend more money on lip filler to get their lips to look like sausages than most people can afford to spend on groceries. And so that's a problem. He doesn't know any regular American.
So if he doesn't know, what's everybody else's excuse?
I don't know, because Marco Rubio, who was sitting next to him, sure as hell knows, because let me tell you something. Florida has the largest number of seniors on SNAP benefits. Florida has the largest district with ACA enrollees. He used to represent those people. And for him to be sitting there, laughing it off and eating cake and pretending to be Great Gatsby when he knows, because he did pass poverty. His mom was a maid, his dad was a bartender, and his constituents are crying right now. They're getting notices from the ACA that their insurance premiums are up at best 30%. The people who work at Miami International Airport are working without paychecks. And for them to be sitting like that, it's really just beyond disgusting.
There just continues to be a massive disconnect between the haves and have-nots in this country and those who are powerful and politically connected and those who aren't. We have been railing on it on the show, but as long as this government is shut down, not a single member of Congress should be accepting a paycheck.
That's right.
Plain and simple. If 40 million people don't get SNAP benefits that rely on it to make ends meet heading into the holidays, you should not be collecting your salary. There needs to be a motivation to bring people to the table to solve this crisis.
I agree. You know, and it's hard, you know, because you want people to celebrate the things they need to celebrate and not feel bad about doing it. I guess the thing that's hardest for me is that the joie de vivre, which they all seem to do these things with, is what bothers me most, is because it's not like they're saying, oh, listen, you know, after this party, we're going to get back to work. We know what we got to do. We're doing what we're doing, but we're going to celebrate what we're celebrating. And it just feels like you want us to feel this suffering. Like it's not freaking you out that we're suffering.
He does not care.
I've always felt that, but it just seems to me when I see that gathering, I wonder, well, what do y'all think?
The cruelty is the point.
That is the point.